Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Gaines, and today I'm here with another at-home science lab. And today I'm thinking about dinosaurs. Oh, dinosaurs are so incredibly awesome. There are so many different types, and it's fun to imagine what they might have looked like. And almost everybody has a favorite dinosaur. Do you have a favorite dinosaur? This is my favorite dinosaur. This is Ankylosaurus, and he's been my favorite dinosaur since I was a little kid. Have you ever seen a picture like this? We see him in television shows and read about him in books and see him in the movies, and it's fun to imagine dinosaurs and people living together. But this never happened. People and dinosaurs lived at different times. As a matter of fact, dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years before there were even people. And extinct means they were no longer living. There were no dinosaurs on Earth when people lived. If that's the case, then how do we know about them? Scientists learned about dinosaurs by studying these. And these are fossils. Fossils are the trace or imprint of a once living thing. It can be a plant or an animal, dinosaurs, or creatures from the sea. So, how are fossils created? There's more than one way, but here's one of them. Imagine, if you will, a dinosaur running around in prehistoric times, running and roaring and living his happy dinosaur life. But eventually he will die. And what he does, if he falls into a wet place, he will decay, and what will be left is a skeleton. Eventually that skeleton can sink into the mud. And there the sediment is pushing down on him. And water can seep through from above, and that water carries minerals. And as the minerals and water reach the bone, something kind of magical happens. The bone is changed from bone into rock. That's right, fossils are kind of rock. So hopefully one day, a paleontologist, a dinosaur scientist, will find that fossil. Now, can you see how carefully he's working to bring up that fossil? Dinosaur fossils are incredibly rare, and if he finds enough of the fossil, it can one day be studied and placed in a museum. Now, scientists still to this day are learning more and more about dinosaurs by studying their fossils. Right now, dinosaurs are still a little bit of a mystery, but scientists right now are thinking about, what did dinosaurs sound like? And one of the ways they're finding that out is by studying the size and shape of dinosaur fossil skulls. So let's try something at home to learn more about fossils. Okay, so now that we've learned a little bit about how fossils are made, I have a fun at-home activity that you can try in your living room or your kitchen or your bedroom. Here's what you're going to need. I have some Play-Doh. Now, if you don't have Play-Doh at home, there's actually recipes you can find to make your own. I have some glue. I'm going to assume a lot of you have some type of glue. And I actually have a little toy dinosaur, and this is what I'm going to use today. You may or may not have a little Triceratops like I do, but perhaps you have a car or an action figure or any sort of toy animal will probably work too. So I'm making a model. So as I build my model, I'm going to tell you what things represent. All right, so I'm going to take my Play-Doh out of the container, and I'm just going to take and I'm going to mash it kind of flat. I don't want it paper thin, but I don't know, maybe like a fat chocolate chip cookie or something like that. So this is what I've made. I'm going to put it right here. Now I'm going to take my dinosaur and I'm going to take it and lay it sideways, and I'm going to press it down into the Play-Doh just about halfway. So it probably looks like that. Now, this represents an animal dying and falling into the mud. Now, as an animal dies, it begins to decay and it will disappear, leaving an impression or a hole. In science, we refer to this as a mold. It is the holder, and there are several fossils that we see that are just a hole. And this is true like of a dinosaur footprint or some types of trilobites. Now, I want to represent minerals coming into my mold. So I'm going to use my glue. I'm going to take the glue and I want to fill it up into the hole. I don't want too much, and it will slowly kind of work its way around. And I see it being a little bit stubborn with a few places. I'm going to give it a second to kind of go. Use my finger to help spread it around. I want to fill in all the holes. You see how I'm not worried about making it look perfect. I just want to cover all the holes. So now I have to sit and wait and be patient. I'm going to let this sit overnight, and hopefully I'll be able to take my piece of glue out as one whole piece, and that will represent a cast fossil. A fossil that is the same size and shape. Mine will be made of glue. If this were really a fossil, it would be more like a rock. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have fun trying this out at home. I look forward to seeing any fossil that you made, so feel free to email them to me or one of your teachers. And I hope you had fun learning about dinosaurs and fossils today. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.